What's up, everybody? Welcome to AOD, Art of Dating, where we talk life and relationships, because it is an art to this shit. Um, I had a question from somebody that asked me. He has like a set of like a rotation of women that he's been dealing with. He likes one of them out of all of them that he's talking to, out of a couple women that he's talking to, but he also likes the other ones. And the question that he had for me is what type of girl should he look for? So, because most, like this dude in particular, like most dudes, we want a we want a serious, like, we still understand the traditional values of relationships. We still really are looking, and I talk to a lot of different men, and they'll tell you the same thing. They really just want one female to hold it down, that's gonna be solid. And so what I'm doing is basically putting parameters around that and showing people kind of like what to look for, based off of what I've been told by several dudes, my own personal experience, and what have you. So basically, my response to his question is this video. I think that the person that you should honestly look for is a person that should match your lifestyle. And I took into consideration, I hear a lot of these women that call into other YouTubers, and like Kevin, respect to Kevin, and salute to Kevin. Actually, big salute. If it wasn't for Kevin is part of the reason, along with others like AMS and Fresh Fish, stuff like that, people like that. They the real reason for channels like mine. But even before them, I was learning about relationships. You know what I'm saying? Personally, but I mean, thanks to them, really opened the door for other people like me. So big shout out to them, first of all. If y'all ain't check their content out, you need to go check their content out as well. Some of the best men's content out there, for real. But like I was saying, I hear a lot of these women. They'll call into these shows, or they'll be at these shows, and they'll be talking about the dudes that they want. 100,000, 200,000, 500 million dollar dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like millionaire type dudes. You know what I mean? Not knowing though that it's like less than 3% of the type of those men that they are looking for. You know what I mean? So it just these crazy type of dudes that they be looking for, right? And I just feel like this, right? Like if you looking for this type of dude, at us as men, we need to look. We need to look for these type of women. You need to look for women that are making the same as you, because you got to remember, at the end of the day, women date up. Women, if a woman's making 80K a year, she ain't gonna date nobody that's making any less than 80. She's gonna want twice what she makes. Most of these girls don't want to pay significant bills after they get married and have kids and shit like that. They don't want to pay the bills, significant bills. They want to sit. They want to be staying homes. So my thing is this, man. If y'all are looking for all of this in a man, then we need to be looking for certain things in a certain woman that we're gonna cuff and actually keep at home as a stay at home, right? So as a man, like I said, I came up with some parameters, right? Like I said, do not look for anybody making less than you. You making 100K a year, look for somebody making 100K a year. I know these people will tell you, oh, men don't care about how much you make. That's true, because most men really don't care about how much you make. They just care about how pretty you are. They just care about the beauty. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying start putting some parameters on that, because I'm not saying to only date people. You can fuck whoever you want. You know what I mean? I fuck plenty of baby mamas, like shit like that. I've had sex with baby mamas, single girls in relationships. So I kind of regret doing that. But you get the gist. Like, I'm not saying not to date. No, I mean, not to sleep with those girls. But what I'm saying is, to if you're gonna take anybody seriously and cuff them, don't cuff nobody that makes under what you make. Just don't make sense, because the girl that you're talking to would not cuff you if you didn't make if you made less than what she makes. That's facts. Don't spend serious time on an unsatisfactory or undeveloping person. If you're a man that's developing, you should not look for you should not be looking for females that ain't developing their life. They're living unsatisfactory. Like, don't spend serious time on somebody like that. They should be a match equally, at least very close financially. And the first thing that I should have mentioned before all this is, depending on what type of in my opinion, depending on what type of person you are, is the person you should be looking for should match your lifestyle. If you have a 50K lifestyle, you should be looking for a 50K lifestyle partner. That's how I look at it. Nobody should really be looking for somebody that's up here when you way down here. That just don't make no damn sense. Why would you? That don't make no sense. Now, I get it. Females get away with that type of shit because they look good and all this type of shit. Don't fall for it. If females are out here doing it, you should be out here doing it too. You could still sleep around with whatever girls you want to, whatever. If you single, whatever. But end of the day, that's what I would be looking for. Another key I wanted to mention: look for key important things that make you happy personally. So I don't know what makes you personally happy, but me, I'm gonna go ahead and list out some of the things that make me personally happy. I wouldn't want to date a female unless she can provide these things. So she got to be submissive, respect my boundaries. She has to be peaceful, friendly, understanding, self-improving. She got to have beauty, fitness, intelligence, motivation, affection, encouragement, cooking skills, sexual satisfaction. And it's some more that guys want out there. But these are some of the things that you are going to have to need as a woman. These are some of the things that you should be looking for as a man, if not more. Because a woman's going to want all those things that I just mentioned, plus a higher tax bracket. You shouldn't accept nothing less. You shouldn't expect nothing less. Keep in mind, you can't expect something when you also haven't done the work on yourself. You can't be one of these girls that be in these shows looking crazy, like, oh, I want a girl that makes 200K, 100K, all this money and bullshit, and you are like a janitor or some shit. You know what I mean? A bus driver, like, you're not doing nothing really. Like, you need to be developing and working on yourself. First of all, you need to be working on your purpose before you're even worried about who you should be dating or what you should look for in a woman. You need to be focused on your purpose first, to get that out the way. But you should already know that by now. Like I said, you can't expect nothing if you ain't doing shit. Also, these are tactics for someone that you are seriously considering dating, not a fling, not a side or rotation girl. Those need to stay exactly where they're at. Keep them as side and rotations. They're there for a reason. When you're ready, if ever, to cuff someone, these are the things I would look for. You don't have to be ready. At the end of the day, you don't have to be ready to cuff someone, bro. If it was me personally and I was you, I just wouldn't cuff nobody. I would just keep doing what I'm doing, because I've came to realize once you cuff somebody, it becomes a lot of issues. You get an emotion as a man, as a guy, you get an emotional attachment. That's already feminine behavior. That's already like female nature to get an emotional attachment. So just think about it. You're a dude. You start seriously dating somebody. She's gonna want you to cut off all your rotation. So you're gonna lose all those bitches. And then meanwhile, if you don't set boundaries, she's still gonna be emotionally cheating. She's still gonna be talking to dude friends and OnlyFans and all of this little bullshit that she's gonna be doing that she's not going to give up, but she's gonna expect you to give up, you to give it up. If it was me personally, I would just say some shit like, you know what? I'm not ready for a relationship right now. I just want to see where this goes. I bet you she's gonna stay on her toes and treat you exactly how you want to be treated. Most men though get scared because they'll think, oh, if I don't jump to what she say, then she's just gonna leave me. And I'm not gonna lie, this do happen sometimes. Sometimes the woman will leave you. She will leave you sometimes because she might be at the point in her, depending on how old she is and stuff like that. She might be at the point in her life where she does not want to be in a rotation anymore. She wants to settle down now. She needs somebody that's gonna settle down, and if that can't be you, she's gonna settle. Literally, she's gonna settle. You know, so if that happens, it happens. But if you really want that woman, then go ahead. There's nothing wrong with cuffing nobody. There's nothing wrong with cuffing nobody if it's gonna make you happy, in my opinion. And if it's gonna turn you up, you know what I mean? Yes, there's nothing wrong with it. But remember those boundaries before you get into a relationship, because that's important. If you haven't watched the boundaries video, you better go watch that video. Because it is very important to set boundaries before you get into a serious committed relationship, and then later on they become insecurities. Like I said, these are personal. Those things that I referred to earlier. If you're gonna cuff somebody, a woman needs to have all those things. She needs to be wifey material. You need to look into her family and see how her mom is. Her mom married? Is her sister married? Does she have sisters? How do they act? Do they respect men? Are they nice? Are they friendly? Are they submissive? Do they talk back? Do they want to debate about shit all day? Can they give you peace? These are some of the main things that a man of any dollar value is going to want. Especially the higher earning, high value man, all this type of shit. Like, he's definitely gonna want those things that I just said. Even the dudes making 50K a year, 30, 40K a year, they're gonna want this. I'm telling you, times are changing now. Times are changing now. Man, I'm telling you, it's different now. So that's my take on it. I hope y'all learned something. Like I always say, follow my Instagram, my new Instagram, _BillyTheBoy. I got an email. You email me, artsofdating@gmail.com. I do free questions like this one where you could just ask me a simple question. I'll answer it for you. I'll answer it for free on YouTube later on down the line. You just got to keep watching my videos for it. And if you want to do a paid FaceTime one-on-one session, the fee varies depending on how long you need the session. You could go ahead and shoot me an email as to what it's about, what you would like to go over in the discussion, and we'll go from there. Arts of Dating, ARTSOFDATING.com. It's an art to this shit. I hope y'all learned something. Comment below, like, subscribe, the whole nine. I appreciate it.